No doubt about it. And then mine is a couple underrated schools. One would be Valdosta. I just want to see kind of how they're going to look this year. Very talented team. And I feel like we haven't talked about them a lot, but I think, coming spring practice, I want to see kind of what are the biggest takeaways for people down in South Georgia. Obviously, their star players, Jalen Copeland, Todd Robinson, but I want to see who else are going to kind of be step up the running back position. Who's going to be some of their playmakers besides those two. So that's where my eyes go for them. And then next for me is North Cobb Christian. I mean, coming off that region championship, winning the first one in school history, how they follow that up. Teddy's obviously the guy in 2027 now. Started one of the only guys that started as a true freshman. So I want to see kind of the next step forward he's able to take in his career, and leading that team with some new weapons coming in as well.
No, that's a very good one. I'm trying to remember, who did they fall to in the playoffs?
That's a good one.
Let me pull it up real quick.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they were very young last year. Obviously had a tremendous season. Oh, who was that? Let's see. One sec. Okay, they've lost to Columbia 18-13. Columbia was fantastic last year.
Yes, they were.
Beat Mount Perrin, lots of shutouts. Yeah, I think you're 100% right. Yeah, last year you look at every one of their losses. The Wesleyan won 9-7, Columbia 18-13, very close. I mean, they easily could have gone undefeated within the state. Had their coach on, I think that's definitely a good one.
No doubt. Speaking of coaches, well, before we get to that, was there any other schools you wanted to highlight? We continue to roll.
I think it will be interesting with Mount Vernon this year. Coach Edwards going over there from Milton. We've seen him, what he can do with the receivers. He's one of the greatest college receivers of all time. And it's funny, I bring it up every time, but he got his head coaching debut in the Georgia Elite Classic against his brother. He got the win in that one. His brother's now at Washington County. But I think it'll be interesting. Mount Vernon has been a very exciting program. They had a phenomenal year. They were cruising, I think, undefeated until it might have been Athens Christian. Someone in their region ended up serving them a pretty lopsided loss, but then they bounced back. I think he's one of the most exciting hires this offseason, top 5, and then going from Milton to a place where they're going to have good athletes, but it is a little bit different than what he's used to just in terms of roster size. Having to probably play guys both sides of the ball. And, yeah, I think it'll be exciting to see kind of what he brings to the table this spring.